Hello everyone, it's Mad Dog 32, aka JMW Dolphin Fan. We're back playing some more Dark Souls 2. Without further ado, let's get back into it. Last we left off, that boss started, but the timer was going to go off anyway. So we came back, we homeward bound down, and now we're back. We got to see this version of the intro too, actually. Luckily. Does she just say the same thing? Or is it different? Oh no, I think she says something different.
You have proven yourself to me.
Oh no, I think she says the same thing. Never mind. Well. Those things apply curse, just let you know, to stay away from them, or destroy them, one or the other. Oh, hit! Ah! Come on. Ah, she's moving them now. Gotta be careful for that edge, too. Okay, let's back this up, please. Roll it! And you're dead. Just like that. Went a lot better than I expected. And now it is time for the Queen to take her throne. And that's the main game of Dark Souls 2. I played this game a lot. Like a lot. And, I think this is obviously the worst game in the series, clearly, right? But is this a bad game? No. If you started off with Dark Souls 2 and went to the other ones, you would probably still like the other ones more, but you would be confused why people hate this one the most. Because for me personally, I went from like Bloodborne to 3 to 1 to 2. That's my process. I went kind of backwards.
You who bear the curse.
Yes.
Once the fire is linked, souls will flourish anew, and all.
Oh yeah, that's what's up. People won't be dying no more, forever and ever.
It is your choice to embrace or renounce this.
I mean, long live the king, baby. I'm just a simple thief, living a simple life.
Great sovereign, take your throne.
Dun, 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 dun. And it all started off with a bad fur day. Dun, dun, dun.
What lies ahead, only you can see.
And then Dark Souls 2 starts over again and someone tries to kill me. It's just the process, man. It's just the process. and that is Dark Souls 2. Skylight of the First Sin. I just put Dark Souls 2 because, you know, it fucking, you know which version I'm playing. I don't know who plays the regular Dark Souls 2 at this point, to be honest. That'd be a little weird. But, yeah, we're obviously gonna sit here through these cutscenes and, you know, live life. It's a good game. Dark Souls 2 is a really good game. I have fun with it. Life gems are an interesting mechanic because it kind of makes Estus Flask useless, but at the same time, Estus Flask still heal more. So that's what's weird if you go between Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3, because life gems are kind of like blood vials. Actually, now that I think about it, life gems are really like blood vials, because you in Bloodborne you get blood vials from like almost anyone when you're out of them. You can farm blood vials very easily. So it is funny because you can pretty much farm life gems the same way, just you have to get the souls for them, because they're only like 300 a pop, so you can get max life gems pretty often. And it's just interesting because it works kind of the same. Instead of it being insta-healing to a certain degree, it's just healing over time. So life gem mechanic is almost a precursor to blood vials in Bloodborne, which is really funny. Because I talk about this a lot during the LPs and stuff, that people don't like Dark Souls 2, but a lot of the mechanics Dark Souls 2 has were in future games, like fast traveling from the start, the life gem system technically being the blood vial system, certain armor sets, certain weapons that are in this game specifically that moved over. What else is there? Things like that. This game is really interesting though. It is, because like I was saying before, though, the health, the Estus Flask system has changed so much in each game that it's funny. Because the shard system that's actually in 3 is in Dark Souls 2, but the difference is that life gems are a thing, so they're kind of more, you rather use life gems anyway, because you can just get like 3 or 4 Estus, and that's all you really need through the whole game, because you can just life gem and use the rejuvenation ring, which damn near like makes, unless you have too much health, which I mean most builds shouldn't have so much health that it doesn't work, but you know, eventually that would happen. But yeah, so like that's another thing, the shard system, because in Dark Souls 1 you used humanity after you got the Rite of Kindling to up the amount of Estus Flask you get, and you'd have to kindle each bonfire separately with a humanity, or you know, what have you. And depending if you hollow, that would technically take 2 humanities, because you'd have to unhollow then kindle. So it is very funny because it was very much easier and harder, because it was almost like in Dark Souls 1 there was a specific Estus cap, and depending on where you were in the game was whether or not you needed more or less Estus, because you know, I only have 10 Estus. Well, the game only says you need 10, because you can't really get more than 10 right now, so you should only need 10 to beat this boss, which is things like that, versus where Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2 and 3 is kind of different, because you can find the Estus shards whenever you're in the location. So if you're in Dark Souls 3 and you're at the Undead Burg, I believe it's called, or something, you can find like 3 or 4 Estus shards there, and there you go, boom, 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 and you can just look up a guide to get it. And even the Undead Bone shard thing, is Undead Bone Ash thing, is also in this, which came from, which is in 3, that came from this, so that allows you to upgrade the amount of like healing an Estus Flask does. And it's funny enough, because I'm playing Dark Souls 3 off screen, and it has a very similar system with its heals, where the heals actually depend on these certain things, and it eventually levels up the healing, but it's all just one healing through the entire game. But there's just variations of how much you get depending on how leveled up it is. So it's like the same thing with Estus Flask, but there also are other healing items like healing shards and healing small healing shards, which will heal varying degrees, but those are more rare. They're not common to get. So it's kind of like it's very similar in the sense that you upgrade your Estus Flask, boom, boom, boom. Now your Estus Flask is really good, like in Dark Souls 3. But once again, I think the Blood Vial and Life Gem system is better because it makes it less of a pain in the ass. Like it allows you to make bosses harder without having to worry about looking for an Estus shard or like, did I search this area good enough? When it's like, no, enemies drop health. You can just rejuvenate health to a certain degree as long as you have that stuff, but you have a limiting amount, and it's just way easier to come by because once again, like a lot of bosses in Bloodborne are hard. There's a lot of good hard bosses, especially in the DLCs, that are pretty difficult, but as long as you go in with fully stocked blood vials, you have a chance. And that's the difference, though. There's a chance because they're still gonna wipe like half your blood vials off. They're still gonna take a lot out. You're gonna get chugged at least 2 or 3 times, and you're just gonna have to heal up twice or heal up once. So that's the difference. Especially in this game, there are times where I'm gonna get hit no matter what. So I'm just gonna pop a life gem after, block a couple times, and hope to God I rejuvenate health enough to not die the next hit if I do have to chug it. Versus where Dark Souls like 3, but granted, Dark Souls 3 has this where the drinking's faster, so that's kind of the difference. Where you don't have life gems, you don't have blood vials or anything like that, but you can just drink a lot faster. So it allows it to be easier for you to S this up whenever you need to. Plus, I don't think it might be in this game. I don't remember if it is, but there's the Estus ring, which allows it to. I don't know how many pluses it makes, but in theory, it like +1s your Estus Flask, depending on how many pluses you have. Because if you have +3, then technically +4s it or whatever. But well, whatever. But yeah, no. Another thing they took out in Dark Souls 3 that is kind of funny because it's not in Dark Souls 1 at all, and in Dark Souls 2 and 3 both have it, but in different ways, is dual wielding. Because dual wielding in Dark Souls 2 I think is personally better because it allows for more options. So the way dual wielding works, I believe I've explained it before, but if I haven't, you take 1.5 of whatever your highest stat is. So if it's 10 dex, 12 strength, you 1.5 12 strength. And you need to have a weapon of the same type, so 2 straight swords, 2 great swords, 2 ultra great swords, 2 great hammers, da 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 da. And you can power stance, which allows you to access a moveset if you hit L1 when you do a swipe with both weapons, which does double the damage, but also double the stamina cost, which you would assume would come with that. So it's funny because in Dark Souls 2 they have twin-bladed weapons, or twin weapons, which are just 2 weapons you can wield. Now, the disadvantage is it's just 2 of the same weapon, and you wield them. But in Dark Souls 2, you can mix and match. So I can have a black steel katana and a washing pole, or I can have the gut sword with the black knight flame sword, and I can dual wield both of those at the same time and stuff like that. But at the same time, in Dark Souls 2, since twin blade weapons, if you press triangle, it just puts you in the twin blade mode, and and it's the same thing, you hit L1 to use both of them. But you can have things where, oh, I have a shield, like the stamina recovery shield, put it on my back, boom, boom, I can stamina recovery, and then also have 2 weapons and deal more damage. That's why the Cell Swords in the Dex character are one of the best dual-wielding weapons in the game because they hit fast, and they have a wombo combo, and, you can get them straight at the beginning of the game. But, yeah, it's one of the reasons why that's really good. So I personally prefer dual-wielding in this game, but to each his own. Let's see if she says anything, because we got 10 minutes left, so we're going to just go look for the keys for the DLCs now.
Bearer of the curse. I will always be at yours until hope.
Oh, she doesn't say anything new. Okay. I'm trying to think what I want to do. Because that's the thing. I can upcast things weird, but. Yeah, because it takes every 2 levels now to get it up, too. trying to think what I want to do. I almost want to just up strength, vit. Oh, not vit. Sorry, vigor. And then vit. Or stamina. No, stamina's probably better. And actually, I'm curious to see something. I want to go look at this dude's wares because I'm curious to see if he I don't remember what all boss stuff he gets. I know he gets boss armor, but I'm trying to think. He gets all the sets, yeah. But he just doesn't get the weapons because the weapons come from Weaponsmith, Ornifex, and the other guy. Whose souls do I have actually? Now that I think about it. The Sandra's probably gives us her scythe, Throne Watcher, and Throne Defender.
You've been a long way.
Well, we'll look at her real quick, because now she sells infinite chunks, which is really good. She doesn't sell infinite of anything else but chunks, but chunks is basically every normal level weapon is going to be +9 now, because you can just max it out. What we are going to do, though, real quick, I want to check where is that bonfire? This one. I want to go check Weaponsmith Ornifex to see what these souls give me, and see if there's any good weapons I actually want to use, because, I mean, this sword's pretty strong as is, and I doubt I'll have the requirements, because it's probably going to be dex weapons, because scythes tend to be dex. It'd be weird for strength. And in fact, actually, hold on, I just realized, I'll take this off, but if I get 40 strength, I might be able to wield a particular weapon. Yeah, I just have just enough dex too. Alright, zipline. Alright, so yeah, we're just gonna add a Weaponsmith Ornifex real quick. Ow, that hurt. Ow. Boink. And broke the door. That's fine. Oh, hey. How many friends are coming? A bunch. Actually, a bunch of friends. Come on. Alright, there we go. Ah, you dingle. I'm inside. Come on. Oh, come on. Pain in my ass. That's lightning. Oh, hold on. Oh, schnitzel. Wait, hollow mage robe. Ooh. What does that look like? Huh! You know what? That's just like the white mage robe from the beginning. Deadass. Yeah, this is a white version of that. That's cool. I didn't know that.
What do you...
Alright, so actually... It sucks, I can't look up the stats of these right now. Ugh, 74? You're killing me, broski. It's also, ugh. Might want to get that, though, for a different build, to be honest, though. It's a Sacred Chime, it's a bow. And shields I don't give a flickety shit about. Yeah, Those damage on those swords suck. Like, look at the, like, dude, The magic and the faith damage would have to at least be 60 for me to even it's not 60, sorry, 100 to consider the drop off in between. Because yeah, scaling, but who cares, man? It is not that good. I might grab this. Yeah, I'm gonna grab this.
Come back again.
Alright, cool. Yeah, we grabbed those because I think I could drop that to another build. I just have to respec on that build, but that's fine. I just basically have to switch my my strength for my dex. That's all. Alright, cool. So now we can head on to... Actually, I'm curious. I just want to see what this weapon looks like. Oh, wait! This is the one the NPC invaders have. Interesting. Good to know. Didn't mean to do that. Alright, so we are now going to head to... Well, I need to check what keys I have. I have the iron key, it was in the iron door. Opens the iron door of the iron keep. Because we have the frost, we have the talon. I don't think we need one more. I forget what it is. I think I know where to go, I think. I think I know where to go. Oh, where? Oh, where? Oh, wait, that's at the top. It's at the top. Oh, no, no, okay, this is the right place. I was like, wait, what bonfire is this? I think we just have to go grab one more key. Which I believe I just need the iron key to get through the iron door. Force of the Fallen Giants. Because if not, I don't have to go look that up off screen, and I can't do that at the current, so it'll take me a minute to do it anyway. So hopefully we can go through this door. Yep, Iron King, cool. I'm gonna summon this guy for protection. Oh, Jesus. That's just mean. Come on, die. I think after we kill the Samurai, we'll cut it here, then I'll come back in the next video, ready for the DLCs. We're gonna cut it here, but when we come back in the next one, we're gonna obviously start up the DLCs. I'll probably not record that for a minute because I just want to see what order the DLCs go in. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.